All right, so I hope you guys will come back. I just ended a live to restart this one. I need to talk to you guys about something that's really freaking important, and it's really serious. So here we go. All right. For those of you guys who haven't been following me for a while, at the beginning of April 4th through the 8th, I went out to California. Okay, can y'all see me? I went out to California April 4th through the 8th. While I was in California, I got a phone call from a young lady, and she was looking for help with addiction. And so I got on the phone with her, and I started sharing with her, you know, the different options to get sober and how we could help her at Dr. B's office. Well, long story short with that, she ended up not coming to our treatment center, and I realized how much worse off her situation was. She's a victim of human trafficking, and she had a pimp who was extremely abusive, and when he found out that she was talking to me and trying to get into treatment, he took her money and broke her ribs. Me and her, since the beginning of April, we became friends. And I've been talking to her every single day. Just trying to be there to support her and trying to help her to get the strength to leave him. Eventually, me and her best friend ended up getting her to commit to go to treatment in Tennessee. It was a free treatment center, and we were all really hopeful that this was going to be a change for her. So what we had to do was we had to get her pimp arrested so she could get away from him. And so that's what we did. He ended up getting arrested, but they didn't hold him, and he made bail. Luckily for us, she had gotten out to Tennessee with her best friend, and they were safe in a hotel room. While they were there, they were, you know, getting food to eat and getting ready because she was going to go to the treatment center on Sunday, and this was a Friday evening. Hannah, her best friend, went to go get something to eat or just left the hotel room for some reason, right? And there was a knock at the hotel room door. And so she went to the door, and something just told her not to open the door. And she looked out the peephole. And it was her pimp. He had tracked her all the way from Virginia to Tennessee. And he was meaning business. So she pressed the SOS on her iPhone, and the police came and arrested him and took him down to the station. She went down to the station with her best friend, and they made a report, and they said, you know, listen, he broke her ribs in Virginia. We made a report there. Now we're coming to treatment here. He followed us here, stalked us here, and now we're trying to let you know that he's already broke her ribs once. There's a police report in Virginia, and we need you, the police of Tennessee, to help us. Well, they did nothing. They basically told her that it was her word against his word, and they let him go free. But she didn't know that. And her best friend went out to eat that night. Well, I guess he must have tracked her to the restaurant, because she walked out to go smoke a cigarette and made the corner, and he looked at her and said, I warned you, bah! And knocked her fucking right in the eyeball. She had a busted eye vessel. She had a black eye. All this horrible shit. Okay? So, that time they were able to get him arrested and held. Okay? And held. And he, you know, he was supposed to be getting prosecuted. Okay? You guys, this motherfucker made bail. We were able to get Hannah, or Rachel, into treatment in Tennessee. The bad thing, though, was this treatment center, you guys, was like a faith-based treatment center. and they had no, like, didn't have any nurses or doctors or anything like that. So she basically was in there, and she had to go cold turkey off of, like, fent, heroin, and methamphetamine. Well, she didn't make it very long. She made it one night, and then the next day, and then she left that next morning. And so she called me and she said, you know, I couldn't do it. I left. I had somebody come get me. And I said, you did not call that piece of shit, did you? And she's like, no, I called somebody else, and now Hannah's going to come get me. And I was like, okay. Well, she got back to Virginia, and we got her lined up for a Suboxone treatment program. And I was super hopeful because I was like, hell yeah, she's going to get on Suboxone. We can help her, you know, get off the heroin, and maybe she'll be able to maintain some type of sobriety. And she was also going to get therapy. She was going to get, you know, groups, all that good stuff. Yesterday she had called me and she told me, you know, I just need to end it all. I should just, you know, I should just die because I'm dragging all you guys into this. And I was like, no, girl, no, you're fine. You're doing great. We're going to get you on the right path. Well, today I was at my son's school picking him up from school, and I got a text from her best friend, and she overdosed. And her best friend, Hannah, was calling her, and she wasn't answering the phone. So Hannah left work, drove to the apartment, and went upstairs, and she was foaming at the mouth and blue. So she gave her Narcan and called 911. Now she's in the hospital, intubated. And I know if you don't know what intubated is, it's where they put the tube down your mouth and they're, you know, they're breathing for you or whatever. And they're going to keep her like that overnight to see how she does. And hopefully, you guys, she'll pull through this. But when I got the message that she overdosed, my stomach just dropped and I started crying, and I thought, oh my God, I don't even know this. I've never met this girl in real life, but I've been helping her for the last 3 weeks, trying to help her get sober and trying to help her get into recovery. And I just got to know her, and I just love her so much, and I just want to help her. Her story is so unbelievable. But I know it's the truth, you know, but it's so unbelievable, you guys. She was born to a mother that had HIV, who was also addicted to heroin. And she was lucky enough not to contract HIV. But her dad went into prison, and she's been in and out of the foster care system since she was a little girl. And so she's kind of just always had the rough end of the stick, you know what I mean? She's never like really had a chance, basically. And when I talked to her, it totally makes sense of why she started getting high, because of all the trauma that she's been through. Well, she has a daughter, and when she called me, when we first met, she was like, I want to get better so I can be a part of my daughter's life. And her daughter's going to turn 4 in May. And I've literally known this girl for 3 weeks. And I just want to help her, you know. I really want to help her. And so I've been trying to use her daughter as leverage with her to help her see how important it is to stay the course and not give up. You know, but the disease of addiction is so powerful, you guys, that when you're stuck in that vicious cycle, it's like asking a person not to breathe air. When someone is in active addiction, it's like, why do you stop breathing air? I want all of you guys to stop breathing for 3 minutes. Just hold your breath. Don't breathe. That's what it's like asking an active addict to stop using drugs. It's like breath for them. It's like air. But this has been the hardest thing I've ever went through with somebody that I've been trying to help. You know, I usually don't get really attached to people because this happens, you know what I mean? But for some reason, this young lady I just love her so much, y'all. I'm serious. Like, I just want her to make it so bad. And that's why I keep trying to tell her that. Just imagine if when you get sober, how many people you'll be able to help. It just hurts my heart, you know, it hurts my heart. But I had told you guys a little bit about her probably like a week or so ago. And of course, you guys, I asked her permission to share her story with you guys. And that's one thing that she was like adamant on. She's like, I want you to share my story, even, you know, when I'm not here. And I'm like, girl, don't say that, you know. And so she wants her story to be told to help other people. But I just hope that, she's not going to die, and that I'm going to have to like continue telling her story to help other people. Without her, I was wanting her to get sober so she could come and tell her story with me, you know? And so I'm just, please, y'all, if you pray, please pray that she is able to come through this, and tomorrow she doesn't have brain damage and she's able to function on her own, because that's what they're waiting to see. They're going to see if she can pull through this, if her body can come back from this, you know what I mean? And I've seen miracles. I've seen myself come back from this. I've seen my husband come back from the same situation. He had to be intubated, and I thought he was going to die, you know? And so I know that she can come through this, but I just don't know if God is going to let that happen. I don't know if it was her time, you know, or whatever. So, anyway, it just makes me so upset. I had to tell y'all about what happened, because I've been thinking about it ever since I found out. I just found out like an hour and a half ago that this happened. And so, hopefully she'll be okay. Just please pray for her, y'all. Her name is Rachel, and please, please pray for her. And I'm telling you guys, like, this girl is just so special. Like, I cannot even explain it to you guys. Like, she is going to change people's lives. If she makes it through this, and she wakes up tomorrow, she is going to change people's lives, you guys. I'm telling you. She is going to make a difference. So, if you guys don't mind praying for her, that she makes it through this and comes out on the other side. Did I just get my own hair? Look at this, y'all. I just literally made my tuna with a hair in it. God damn it. Take that piece of tuna. It's because my hair's so damn long. Me too. Because that could have been me. Salon blue eyes, that could have been me. That could have been any of us. And so, God, I hope she pulls through this, y'all. I'm so dead serious. Like, this is really going to fuck me up. If she don't make it, this is going to really mess with me, because I've gotten attached to this girl. She calls me every day. You know what I mean? I know, right? She calls me every day. We talk every day. And so, a girl that I've been trying to help overdosed today, and she's in the hospital, and she's intubated. And so, I'm just really praying, you guys, that she comes through this. So, I'm going to eat this, but I wanted to share that with y'all. Please pray for her. Her name's Rachel. I'm going to eat this sandwich, and I'll be on at 7:30 Central, okay? So, I hope you guys will join me tonight. I love you guys. And if you have any questions, you guys, you can always ask me anything. I'm an open book. I'm here to help you guys any way I can. I just really, 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 really need you guys to pray for her, okay? And I'll see y'all at 7:30.